Let me show you what we are going to see today. So here you can see I am having few components, and if I click here, start simulation, you can see these LEDs are glowing. So as I promised in my last session, that even if you don't have this kind of components, like whatever I explained, this breadboard, these batteries, LEDs, even if you don't have physically all these things, you can create your own circuit and you can practice. So basically in today's session, I'm going to explain you how to create all these kind of circuits virtually. Let's start. We need to search in the browser, that is Tinkercad, Tinkercad. Just search this, you will get this kind of URL, www.tinkercad.com. So click here. Once you click here, then what you will get one login tab. If you don't have any account, you need to create your account, or even without creating your account also, you can log in with the help of your Gmail ID, which I am going to show you here. So if I click here, then if I select personal account, then here I am getting so many other options, correct? So as I told you, I'll show you by login with the help of my Gmail ID. So I'll click here. Now it is asking me to put my Gmail ID I have given. It will ask for some authentication process, or it will go through some authentication process. And finally, it will log in. So now we came to this page, which is basically our home page or the dashboard of Tinkercad. Now here you can see there are different options. Basically from here you can draw your 3D diagram. For that I have created one video. If you want, you can go through that. And apart from that, basically today, what do we want to do? We want to create some circuits, correct? With the help of breadboard, batteries, wire, LEDs. So what we will do, we'll click here in the create. And in this create, you can see different options. As I told you, there is option for 3D design. You need to draw the 3D images or diagram here. Then you can print with the help of 3D printer. But today we'll see circuits. So I am clicking here in the circuits. As soon as you click in that circuit, you get this kind of page. So let me explain you a little bit about this page. If I click here, I'm getting so many other options. We'll come to know. Once we proceed, we'll explain about all these options. But for time being, let's select basics. Then breadboard, because we need a breadboard. So I have clicked here in the breadboard. The breadboard will come here. Then what I need to do? We need to click this breadboard. We got one breadboard here. So I told you, even if you don't have breadboard, we can do it virtually with the help of some website. So that's what we are discussing now. Now we got the breadboard. Now what we need to do? We need to get some LEDs and batteries. So let me get some LEDs. Okay, so I got one LED, and in this LED, if you see, there are two two options of a LED. One is this side, which is cathode. Cathode means negative, and this is anode. Anode means positive. We need to connect the battery's positive side to the anode and negative side to the cathode. So here, sometimes we get confused, which is anode, which is cathode. By seeing itself, we can tell. See, here you can see this particular wire is little bit curved or extended. So this is anode, and this is straight. So this is cathode. Now we'll put this LED on our breadboard. So from here, if we put our cursor here, we get this is cathode, this is anode. Now, before going to this part, let me explain you about the breadboard a little bit. So see, in this breadboard, if I put my cursor here, can you see one line from here to here? So basically internally, all these ports are connected. This is what I explained in my last video. If I put one wire here and another wire here, that means both the wires are connected. Even we can see from here. Now this port and these ports are different. These are not connected. So there is a no connection between this port and this port. But there are connection from here to here. So like that, if I put my cursor here, so these ports are connected. So vertically, these ports are connected, but horizontally, these ports are not connected. So if I put a wire here and another wire here, so that means there are no connection between these two wires. In the same way, if I put my cursor here, so we can see a line from here to end of this board. So that means this port and this port are connected, correct? And here also this port and this ports are connected. So if I put a wire here and any other port, suppose anywhere on this board, so that means both the wire will be connected. So this is the basic concept of a breadboard. And another thing, I told you there are 4 parts of that breadboard. So this is one. The red line we can see above the red line, that is one. Below the red line, there is another one. And here is a gap actually. So this, and this, there are 4 parts which are not connected. So this is the basic concept of a breadboard. We'll come to know. Once we'll practice, we'll come to know more about this. So now let me get one LED, and for this LED we know which is anode, means which is positive, and which is negative, means cathode. So now we need another component, that is battery. So I'll search here. There are different voltage. So for one LED, basically it supports 2 volt. Na? So what we'll do, we'll go for, let me see a little bit, lower voltage batteries are there. So let me search if anything is with 1.5. I can see one battery here. So I have taken the battery here. This is the normal battery, which we generally see in our home. So now I am having one LED and one battery. Now what we need to do, we need to connect with the help of wire. So let me take, see here is a wire portion. This is the color of the wire and this is the wire. What we need to select. Okay, so now this is the anode, this is cathode. Now we know because all these ports are connected. So now what we'll do, we'll take wire and connect with these LEDs. So let me take one wire here. I'll select this wire, and here are 2 ports, an anode and cathode. We need to keep in mind that one. So because this is anode, and I can take the connection from here, because from here to, okay, let me connect this one first. So I have connected here. Let me put the battery here. Why I have taken from here? Because this port and this port both are connected. So from the anode portion I have given to the positive, and I'll take another wire which I can take from the cathode. Let me take from here. Correct. This is negative. Let me change the wire color for the second one. So let me put black. So I have taken 2 connection, one from the anode, another from the cathode. And anode I have connected to the positive side of the battery, and cathode I have connected to the negative side of the battery. Now my circuit is done. Now what I need to do, I need to open the circuit by starting this simulation. So let me click here. Here you can see in the right side top, there is a start simulation. So if I click this is glowing basically. Let me off on. If you can see, it is glowing now. But if I stop here, it is getting stopped. Let me start it again. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me change the color of this LED. Instead of red, let me take green. Now if I start this, see, it is glowing. Like that, we can change the color of the LEDs also here. If I click on this LED, we'll get one option here, LED, and here the color. So if I select here yellow, it will become yellow. Then I need to start it. So in this way, in my last session, I told you about the series and parallel connection. Basically, what is my intention? Initially, we are learning this circuit design, diagram, and all these things. But later, what is our main target? That we'll do some code. Here you can see some coding portion. So with the help of this code, we'll control all these LEDs. That I will explain later, but that is our main target. But till then, please practice. Even if you don't have this breadboard, batteries, wire, LEDs, what you can do, you need to go to this Tinkercad, log in there, bring those circuits here and design as per your knowledge and practice. So thank you for watching. We'll connect in next session. Till then, bye and take care.